2 adults, please. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah? Yes. Thank you for the. Today, we've come to a place of very, very historical significance in Albania, and this is the Butrint National Park. It's got a lot of Greek and Roman and Venetian history here. Julius Caesar once tried to establish a base here. There's remnants, there's ruins, there's everything to see, so let's go explore. There's a Venetian tower. The Venetian tower you can see behind me right there was built in the 15th and 16th century, so this is a relatively new addition to this national park. We've just got the taxi here, it cost €10 and it was worth every penny because it had aircon. We did try and get the bus, but put our arm out when he just disappeared and totally ignored us, so I think the bus was full. Got the taxi here and it's busy, but so far it's pretty comfortable, so we're looking forward to this today. Leah's got a pamphlet again, haven't you?
I love a good pamphlet.
She's in charge of navigation. If you're a bit of a follower of our series, you probably realise that this one is shit with directions.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Just places that I don't know.
And your left and rights. Yeah, so there's no denying that. But the next point on the tour is number 2, which is going to be
a chapel of the 4th century BC dedicated to the god of hospitality.
Yes, that's one. I'll put the text in just so you can see what it is. But then there's a big like amphitheatre near it as well, isn't there? Or the Roman theatre.
So is that number where I said we was city? I told him.
Okay.
I told you.
I can edit it out to make because you make me look bad. This is the start of the ancient theatre area. This was built in the 3rd century by the Romans in the old Roman style. Very similar to a lot of the other amphitheatres you'll see. But this one's quite well intact, to be honest. It is forbidden to climb on the wall, so Leah, that means you can't break the rules and climb.
I identified a mountain goat, they know no limits.
You identify something. So far this is looking pretty good. We aren't at the main theatre yet, that's just over there where you may just see the people, but we're heading that way now. But this is pretty impressive. Might be able to see it in there. There's a little turtle or a terrapin or a tortoise. The theatre, the actual main theatre you're about to see, was only discovered between 1928 and 1930, and it started off with just an archaeologist discovering the head of a statue, and then it led to this, what you're just about to see now through this arch. You might not be able to see this, but there's little scriptures in all of these stones here. But the main feature of the show is this really, really well intact theatre here. See the multiple arches up there. This area is the Roman Forum. This was like the main civic part of the area. Apparently this Roman Forum was only discovered in 2005. Just said on the information placard that most of it is still under 2 metres of soil. Next item we're going to see is a gymnasium, which people believe that was later transformed into a church. It looks pretty good, to be fair, from what I've seen through these trees. There's a few people kicking around there, but it looks pretty good, big scale. Looks like it might be in a church, to be honest. This is the remains of a grand palace, the Triomphe Palace. It was built in 400 AD. It used to be a community of little towns or little houses, and then it got transformed into one big palace for one of the rich Romans. Not only is Butrint beautiful because of the archaeological findings, just the area. We've got this, it's like a little island just on its own, surrounded by mountains and these little like rivers which join into the sea. Apparently there's a lot of fish, dolphins, turtles, all sorts of knocking around, so we're going to keep our eye out there. This area is apparently quite abundant in wildlife as well. Wolves come for the winter, there's snakes, there's jackals, there's eagles. We've not seen any of them yet, but they are apparently in this area. Just about to hit the baptistery now. You may see there's a big tour group coming, so I'll try and get what footage I can when I can. But this is a supposed to have a mosaic floor, but I believe they took it up and put it in the museum, which we're going to see further in the video. It's not really a day trip, is it? We've got a packed lunch.
No.
For the first time ever, we've made a packed lunch for our day out, haven't we?
Yeah, because the guy who came not that long ago said that he got a sandwich and it was stale and it was €6.
€6 bloody euros. Although that is expensive by Albanian standards, I'll tell you, that is very true. What's in your pack up, Leah?
Cheese sandwiches.
Cheese sandwiches. Ah, sweet.
Cheese and meat sandwich.
Thank you. Which one's which? Oh, thank you very much. Cheese sandwiches.
It's got an L on.
It's got a little L on there somewhere. The pen might have actually gone through the foil, so you might have an L on your bread as well. It's just, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I've wrapped it up well with foil, and we'll better eat it before it gets too sweaty.
You haven't cut it.
It's a proper butty. Rip it in half. Proper builder sandwich.
Daniel.
It was a cheese sandwich, wasn't it, Lee? But it's more like a cheese toaster now because it's been in 30 odd degree in my backpack for about 2 hours.
Yeah. And the crust have gone stale.
Yeah. The Great Basilica is ahead of us now. This was built in the 6th century AD. I've just seen through the trees there. This is looking quite impressive actually. Probably one of the better things we've seen. Leah's just leading the way there through one of the city gates. This was the exit out and the entrance into the city in the olden days, where there'd be like a little port area here where the boats would come. So while it's a bit quieter, Leah, what's your thoughts on this Butrint?
Spot on, innit? I genuinely had no idea what to expect because I don't really take things. And but it's amazing, especially that basilica there. It is spot on.
Good.
Super intact.
Glad you enjoyed it. Well worth the sort of €10, isn't it? Or 1,000 lek. It's about £8, £8.50. So well worth it. That's your day's parking in the Lake District, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, just heading into the Castle Museum now, where there's a lot of like findings and a lot of things what have been dug up over the recent years, really. I suppose. Some of this was only excavated in 2005. That's us now leaving Butrint. We're just going to go find the bus stop. We're going to go for the gift shop. Go get the bus stop back into Samil.
This is absolutely heartbreaking. Oh, look at all these.
This little cat, every time we've come back to the van for the past 3 days, has just been laid on our little mat here. That's my finger in the way. But he's so friendly. Look at his little pink nose. I think the cat's broken.
And our other campsite friend Lisa. Hello, beautiful. You're gorgeous. We'll miss you, won't we? Yes, we will. Lisa used to be a street dog. Still got it bred into her, bless her, but the campsite here, they've had her for about 8 years now, but she got attacked the other night, so she's been a little bit sorry for herself, aren't you, beautiful? I think you are a little pup, aren't you? It's hard work, isn't it, when you're not allowed to feed them and they're just looking at you like that.
Yeah. But you look at me like when you're hungry.
It's like Animal Farm. There's a cat as well now. There's a cat. A very cute leggy dog. And little Lisa laid through there. I see you. I do. Yes, I do.